So, have you ever been playing Cyberpunk and been like, you know what, I wish I could get some really good cyberware very early in the game, like immediately after the prologue, Act 1? Well, guess what? There's some legendary cyberware available in Act 1. And some honorable mentions, we'll go through those. The first one here, we're getting right into it. You have V's apartment right here, and you got a Ripperdoc right here. His name is Victor. In fact, there's actually a quest early in the game to go see him, so you might want to do that one first. In fact, I think you may have to do that first to actually get to a shop. Anyway, this is how you get to him. The white line there. Just bring up the map. Find V's apartment, and find this. Make a waypoint. You can do that with there's a tooltip right there. But you get to him, he looks like this, and then his shop looks like this. And I'm showing you an honorable mention that is in my inventory because I already bought it. It's the Kiroshi Optics Mark III, and the price is 5,000 space money. And just ignore the mods that I have in there because they don't come stock. To my knowledge, there are no requirements for this other than paying the price. Some of my sources say that you need the Kiroshi Optics Mark II to get the Mark III. I did not need to do that, but that was an earlier version of the game, so it may have been a bug that got fixed or something. Just keep in mind you may have to go for the 2 before you get the 3. Next one up is ground plating. It's not a legendary, but it is pretty nice. Immunity to shock, although you do need 12 technical ability in order to use it. You may or may not be able to get that in Act 1. Moving right along, we have the Dynalars Sendevesten Mark IV. You need 15 reflexes for that, and you may or may not be able to get that in Act 1. And it comes with all this stuff here that I won't even read, because you guys can read yourself. Just pause the video, read it. And moving right along, we have a legendary Smart Link. If you're into smart weapons, you might want to look into this. 21,000 space money. But it lets you do this stuff. And then over in his trade, see, every Ripperdoc, they have the cyberware and then they have the trade interface. Over here on the trade interface, you have the a legendary consumable called the Tabula Irasa. It lets you reset your perks. It doesn't say anything about resetting your attribute points, so I'm going to assume it doesn't do that. So far, all the Ripperdocs I've been to have this in their trade inventory, so this isn't really all that special. But over here we have the Trajectory Analysis, legendary variety. And then over here we have another honorable mention, Target Analysis. It renders all of your weapons non-lethal. And there's some quests that give you an extra bonus reward for taking out all the baddies non-lethally. If you want to get that bonus, you might want to look into this because it makes it so easy. Just slot it in your eyeball, and all your weapons are non-lethal. So the next Ripperdoc is out here. Again, we have the map. V's apartment is right here, and the Ripperdoc is out here. Just bring up your map in the game, and you find this guy, waypoint, drive there. Looks like this. He doesn't even have a name. He's just called Ripperdoc, and his shop is called Instant Implants. The first legendary on his list is the Micro Rotors. You need 18 reflexes to use this thing. You may or may not be able to get that in Act 1, but hey, if you want a level grind, I'm not gonna judge. Next one is a legendary ballistic coprocessor. If you're into bouncing bullets and power weapons, you might want to look into this. The next Ripperdoc is here. V's apartment is here. We're going here. Not here yet. We're going here. So again, bring on the map in game, mark the waypoint. You get there. It's Robert. He looks like this. And his shop is called Dr. Chrome. I don't understand that. Maybe Robert is Dr. Chrome. Anyway, once again, I'm showing you one of his items in my inventory because I bought it. Legendary Subdermal Armor. Increases your armor by 200. End game, that's probably not all that much. But early game, like Act 1, you can get this in Act 1. Before you get like ridiculous armor, you can get an extra 200. and it's going to cost you 14,000 space money. And next up is an honorable mention. Heat converter requires 14 cool. Again, you may or may not be able to get that high in Act 1. I know I didn't. But it is pretty sweet. I mean, look at it. Look at what it does. You can read. And here's another one I'm having to show you in my inventory because I bought it. The Raven Microcyber Mark IV. Just look at all the stuff it does. However, you need at least 14 street cred to get it, and it's going to cost you 25,000 space money. But if you like quick hacks and breach protocol, this is the way to go, man. And the next one up is the Zetatech Berserk Mark V. You're not in the quick hacks, and you're instead into going crazy and doing lots of melee damage and landing like a superhero, you might want to look into this one. But you need 18 body to use this one. Just keep that in mind. That's near max, by the way. And over in his trade inventory, we have a black market battery legendary version. I believe this is for the monowire, but it doesn't say, actually. CDPR needs to look into that. You know, let us know what the mods are actually mods for. Then again, this is a slightly older version of the game, so maybe they fixed that. And over here we have a legendary Sandevistan microamplifier. Actually, no, this is for the Sandevistan because it says it in the name. So now we're going over to this Ripperdoc. Not that one, this one. Again, bring up your map, make a waypoint, drive there. And you find this guy, Charles. And his shop is called Buck's Clinic. I don't get these names. But he's got a feedback circuit, legendary variety. You need 15 tech ability. But look at what it does. Tech weapons can heal you? Say what? And over here we have the adrenaline booster. Maybe more into stamina. But you're going to need 18 body to get this one. And over in his shop we have the Rin 3-2 battery legendary version. I don't know which cyberware this is for because it doesn't tell me. But this is the info. This is where you get it. So up here, the last Ripperdoc is way up here. V's apartment is down here. Ripperdoc is up here. This is actually the Ripperdoc you drive to during the Jesse Cox or Flaming Crotchman mission. I got a little tutorial on where to find that one if you're having trouble finding that one. And if you're failing it, you're probably not actually getting up here. But this is the destination. His name is Cassius Ryder, and his shop is actually named after him. It makes sense for once. So he's got a legendary heal on kill. You need 18 reflexes to equip it, but it does what it says. He also has a mechatronic core, legendary variety. You need 16 technical ability to equip this, but if you're into doing extra damage against drones, mechs, and robots, you might want to look into this. So there you go, all the legendary and honorable mention cyberware that I managed to find in Act 1. And you're welcome. Whoa, guys, before you leave, thank you for watching. I forget to say that sometimes. You don't have to watch, but you do, so thank you. Also, did you know I have a Patreon? I do. Video games aren't free. Suck, right? So I need to fund this channel somehow. You get access to a private Discord channel, and if more people sign up, I'll start letting patrons vote on what games I play. Minimum pledge is $1, and thank you to the people who have already signed up. It really does help. And if you're not in a financial position to help support through Patreon, then don't. Take care of yourself first. But do consider subscribing if you haven't already. If the channel does well enough, I can start earning revenue off those ads that YouTube is forcing on all of us. Again, video games aren't free. And once again, thank you to everybody.